We welcome you to sunny Anderson, South Carolina, where the Carson-Newman Eagles line up for their third SAC Conference Series of this season, and they travel here to the Palmetto State to face the Anderson Trojans, who have had some struggles in conference play themselves. 2-4 in SACtion thus far, and Carson-Newman 1-5. So both of these teams looking to pick up to some wins in this series, but this Anderson team has been cruising on offense since the beginning of this season. Multiple games with 10 or more runs, and we're going to look at those power bats in the bottom of the first. But before we do that, Carson-Newman will take to the plate to face the Trojans starter in Caleb Owens for the first time this afternoon. And can't be more excited to bring you the action here in Anderson. Rana DeCrow checking on with you for a doubleheader today. 9 innings in this first game and then 7 in the second. Ryan Higgins and Colton Kaysen, the starters lined up for this Saturday action. Beautiful, beautiful day here in Anderson at the Anderson Memorial Stadium. About 61. Sun just peeked over the clouds, and now it doesn't really look like there's a cloud in sight, to be honest with you. And the wind has died down. It was initially blowing in from center field. Dead center is labeled 414 out there on that wall. 345 to the left field corner, 335 to the right field corner. And now it seems like the American flag is blowing out towards center field, so helping the hitters here, and definitely with Anderson's bats. It's a home run hitting team. That'll be something to watch out for as Braxton Smith, the leadoff hitter for the Carson-Newman Eagles, gets ready to step up to the plate for the first at-bat of today's action. Smith playing center field in this contest here this afternoon. And he digs in from the right side to face Caleb Owens. Their first look at the Trojan starter. First pitch is a strike that clips the outside corner of the plate. A good pitch there by Owens to start things off here. Defensive alignment for the Trojans looks like this. Denton is at third base. Morrow at shortstop. The next pitch in to Smith is an off-speed pitch that hits that same spot outside and makes it strike two. So 0-2 count on Braxton Smith. Morrow is at shortstop. Matthews is at second. Next pitch on the way. It's fouled up the right field line, and it curls into the Trojans' bullpen. So Braxton Smith will get another chance. Dylan Dampier is at first base. Adams Fawcett out there in left field. Zach Stover in center. And Braden Harrison, the most dangerous bat in this Anderson lineup, is in right field. Next pitch from Owens is high on Smith. He lays off successfully, and it's a 1-2 count for the sophomore Braxton Smith. Caleb Owens, your starting pitcher, and Dom Bello behind the dish doing the catching here for the Trojans today. Next pitch is a breaking ball that misses a little too far outside, so 2-2 on Braxton Smith. He's played in this leadoff position a lot this season, and the Eagles relying on his speed so much as he fouls one back and high into the netting. And it's still 2-2, but seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Smith. Already doing a good job working on Owens. Owens with a pretty quick cadence, working pretty fast, kicks and fires. The 2-2, it's high, so full count for Braxton Smith after he fell behind 0-2 early. Give you a little picture of Caleb Owens. The sophomore stands at 6'1", throws from the right side out of Easley, South Carolina. Payoff pitch is a soft little blooper over the head of the shortstop Morrow, and the Eagles have a leadoff runner aboard in Braxton Smith. A leadoff single that Carson-Newman loves to capitalize on. These early inning runs have been so big for the Eagles, especially in the early part of the season. They've done that oh so successfully. And that brings up the left fielder, Maddox Green. Bradley Soto-Diaz not in the lineup. He would normally be the one playing right field. That position will go to Ryan Bolton here today. Soto-Diaz battling some illness, and Maddox Green squares around for the bunt. The first pitch misses outside, so 1-0 count. Correction, check that. That did hit the zone. Right over the black of the plate, a good pitch by Owens, so 0-1 on Green. Owens goes over to Smith at first base. Colton Evans due up. He's on deck after Green, and then Logan Floyd, the first baseman, in the hole, as Owen will check Smith again. Caleb Owens, one of the Trojans' regular starters here this season, has thrown more than 2 innings in every game. His latest appearance was on the 20th of February against Tusculum, where he threw 7. 3 wins, just 1 loss, as Green squares around for the bunt. He lays it down. It's right up the middle. Owens gobbles it up, tosses it over to Dampier on time, but nonetheless, Braxton Smith is safe at second base. So a sac bunt from Maddox Green brings up Colton Evans, the DH here today. Tanner Kilgore battling some illness, same with Bradley Soto Diaz. And Colton Evans has been in this spot a couple times. He started both in the outfield and has made some appearances in the infield, as Braxton Smith is about 5 steps off second. No check there, and Evans waves through the first offering from Owens. So an 0-1 count on Colton Evans, 1 out on the board for the Trojans. And Braxton Smith is at second base. Next pitch is right up the middle, but Matthews in a great spot there over at second. He was creeping towards Braxton Smith. So Evans grounds out to Matthews as he throws it over to first base just leisurely. And Braxton Smith is in good scoring position for Logan Floyd, who leads this team in RBIs. Floyd digs in from the right side, and the first pitch from Owens is too high on the junior first baseman. So dangerous for Carson-Newman, leading this team in RBIs, in batting average as well. A .468 hitter this season thus far, and the next pitch misses high again. So 2 balls, no strikes on Logan Floyd, with Braxton Smith with speed at third base. 2 outs in the form of a sac bunt by Maddox Green, and then a ground out from Colton Evans to second base as Floyd takes a hack at one. It's bending up the right field line and will fall all the way to the maintenance facility out beyond the Trojans' bullpen. Eagles know that this Anderson team is big on the offensive side, so wanting to kick in their offense as well. And the next pitch is right between the 5-6 gap. Nope, scooped up by Denton. He makes the diving play. Braxton Smith doesn't reach in time, and Logan Floyd is out at first after the great diving play by Miles Denton at third base. So everyone retired and no blood here in the top of the first inning. When we come back, we'll get the first look at Anderson's starting lineup. Stay with us here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Ryan Higgins, the starting pitcher for Carson-Newman here in Game 1 against the Anderson Trojans, after the Eagles have a runner in scoring position, but Logan Floyd with a ground out after a great play by Miles Denton at third base, leaves them scoreless in the top of the first as we move into the bottom of the first here on the Eagles Sports Network and give you a look at Carson-Newman's defensive alignment here. Things look mostly the same as they've looked all season for the Eagles. Aiden Gibson is at third base. John O'Pierce is at shortstop. Cole Nathan, the All-Sac second baseman, is at second base, and Logan Floyd, the All-Sac first baseman, is at first base. From left to right in the outfield, it's Maddox Green in left, Braxton Smith in center, and Ryan Bolton in right field. Ryan Higgins, your starting pitcher, and behind the dish doing the catching is Carson Cochran. Adams Fawcett, the left fielder for the Trojans, is the first into the box, and he digs in from the left side. Playing left field today for Anderson, and he'll have to face the Eagles starting pitcher in Ryan Higgins. Higgins was really solid last season before he saw a little bit of trouble with some injury, but has been more of the same this season, aside from his most recent start against LR, where he only went 2/3 of an inning, where he gave up 8 runs and 2 hits. And the first pitch to Fawcett misses low and away on the lefty for ball 1. Otherwise, Higgins has gone 5 innings or more in each of his 3 starts, other than that LR game. Next pitch from Higgins misses outside. So 2-0 count early here for Adams Fawcett. Fawcett has really been a recent addition to this Anderson lineup and has been super productive as the senior takes the next pitch, but it clips the left side of the dish, or the right side of the dish rather, for strike 1, and home plate umpire will go out and have a conversation with Ryan Higgins. Not sure what this is about, if it's a spot on the mound or having him check his sleeves here. Umpire returns to the plate, and Fawcett will dig back in for the 2-1. Breaking ball that misses outside, so a 3-1 count on Fawcett. Higgins has picked up 2 losses now in his last 2 starts, one of them against LR, one against Lincoln Memorial, and the next pitch is swung on and is curling up the left field line. It'll be well foul as the fake horn, I should say, goes off. So 3-2 count early, and Fawcett matches Braxton Smith, who put up a full count against the Trojans starter in Owens in his first at bat. Higgins gets the sign, and here comes the payoff pitch. Fawcett a little check swing. It was a great pitch to the outside corner. Didn't break the plane, though, and the third base umpire confirms it. So Fawcett is aboard at first, and both teams now with their leadoff runner at first base. Ryan Higgins gives up a walk here in his first batter, his 12th walk of the season. And that brings up Braden Harrison, who watches the first pitch of breaking ball into the left batter's box for ball 1. Higgins, 17 strikeouts this season to go along with now 12 walks. 15 runs, all of them earned. And the next pitch, another breaking ball that is too high. So 2 balls and no strikes on Braden Harrison as Higgins falls behind, and Jason White wants a conversation with his starting pitcher. Carson Cochran has been the starting catcher for most of the games that he's been healthy. He split a little bit of time with Jacob Rogers behind the dish, but pitchers have talked about really liking Cochran for his energy most of the time, but also because he's a smaller target behind the plate. Tom Griffin doing a good job with his catching staff in terms of training them to pace the game. And Higgins and Cochran have been a pairing most of the time. The next pitch comes in, a fastball that was cooking right down the zone. So a 2-1 count on Braden Harrison, the right fielder, with Adams Fawcett at first base. No outs on the board for Carson-Newman. And that one is cut on and fouled well back beyond the press box here at Anderson Memorial. Anderson Memorial, kind of an older stadium, has a very Coliseum-like feel to it, or sort of like an outdoor concert venue with concrete steps, some chairs in the middle as Higgins fires the 2-1 and it misses outside, so make it 3-1 on Harrison. Fans showing up here on this beautiful Saturday, coming out to watch some Anderson baseball here in the Palmetto State. Carson-Newman fans also filling out the left side of the stands here. Payoff pitch is on the way, and it misses outside, so 2 walks in a row from Ryan Higgins, the starter. And Adams Fawcett will move to second base. Braden Harrison is at first. And Fawcett, he's walked in 6 straight games. Has one of the best batting averages on the team and also leads this team in stolen bases. He's the runner at second. And Braden Harrison, the right fielder, at first. And the first pitch to Dom Bello is an off-speed that hits for strike 1. Higgins working with a fastball, slider, and changeup in his arsenal. Last time against LR, his last outing, 52 pitches to the 10 batters he faced as Bello hits a hard one into the right center gap. Smith scoops it up with his right hand. He bare hands it off the one-hopper and tosses it in, but not before Adams Fawcett comes in to score, and Anderson has a run here in the bottom of the first as Braden Harrison moves all the way around to third, and Dom Bello with an RBI single here in the top of the first. Nobody out for Carson-Newman. And the cleanup hitter, Levi Medford, who's DHing today, digs in from the right side to face Higgins with runners at the corners. Higgins comes together and fires the first pitch to Levi Medford. It's a strike that hits the upper half of the zone. Higgins in that appearance against LR gave up just 2 hits, but 6 walks that brought in 8 runs. And the next pitch from Higgins hits again, this time outside. So 0-2 on Medford. I was asking the Eagles starters if they feel like sometimes an opening walk or something can settle them into the game. The next pitch, a breaking ball, just misses outside from Higgins. That was a great 0-2 pitch. Makes it 1-2. But they said sometimes it can, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends pitcher to pitcher. But Higgins with 2 opening walks and now a run here as Cochran gets the pitch out and he overthrows Aiden Gibson at first base, so Braden Harrison will take off and jog home. Pitch out from Higgins was well done, but Cochran overthrowing Aiden Gibson at third base, so I'm imagining that's going to be an error, a throwing error on Carson Cochran there. And it's a 2-2 count on Levi Medford. He's got a runner at second base now. The next pitch misses high from Higgins, so full count for Medford. Medford, the grad student, transferred over from King University this past season. He stands at 5'11" in the right batter's box. Higgins takes a look at Bello, and the next pitch from him misses low and away. So the third walk here in the bottom of the first for Ryan Higgins. So interesting because before this, Higgins hadn't really struggled in terms of walking, had been getting a lot of swinging strikeouts and weak contact. But now 9 walks in his last 2 starts and a potential to add a couple more on here against this Trojan team who is pretty good at hitting, to say the least. Have put up 7 games with double-digit runs, and the first pitch to Miles Denton misses, actually hits high in the zone for strike 1. So 0-1 for Ryan Higgins. Runners are at first and second. It's Dom Bello at second and Levi Medford at first base after the walk. Higgins kicks in, fires the 0-1, and a breaking ball that's well placed is 0-2. So 2 strikes now, and Carson-Newman still looking for their first out here in the bottom of the first. They're down 2-0 against Anderson here at Anderson Memorial Park. Higgins takes a look at Bello at second. Nathan is nowhere near the bag. Next breaking ball misses high and outside. 1-2 on Denton. Good job by Higgins to get ahead in this count, just trying to avoid another walk here. And got to wonder what Carson-Newman's pitching staff is thinking with Higgins out there on the mound. No action in the Eagles bullpen. They're going to try and extend Higgins. And a check swing from Denton. Yes, he did go. So a swinging strikeout from Ryan Higgins to bounce back from 3 walks. Puts the first out away and brings up Brooks Morrow, the shortstop. Runners still at first and second. It's Dom Bello at second, Medford at first base. And 2 runs that were scored by Braden Harrison and Adams Fawcett after they both walked, and then Dom Bello hit an RBI single to drive in Fawcett. And Harrison reached home on an off throw from Cochran as the next pitch comes a little too far inside on Morrow, and that's going to load the bases. So Higgins has given up 3 freebies here in his first inning of work. He does lead this Eagles pitching staff in hit batters. He had 5 before this game, now make it 6. So now Zach Stover, the center fielder and the 7th hitter in this lineup, will hit with the bases loaded. And the first pitch is a strike from Higgins, a good one on the inside corner. Stover, a .250 hitter this season, has started and played in every game so far for the Trojans. 13 hits this season, and he swings at one that's curling out to right field. Bolton is underneath it. He makes the catch and tosses it into second base, where he'll hold Levi Medford up. But Don Bello will come in to score, so make it 3-0 Trojans here in the bottom of the first. And runners at first and second with 2 away for Dylan Dampier, the first baseman. Dampier has played in just 6 games this season for Anderson, is making his 3rd start at first base. Gray Wells would be the typical starter that would fill in here in this slot, but Dampier getting the start after Wells has not played the last 3 games, and the first pitch from Higgins misses high and inside on Dampier for ball 1. Levi Medford at second base. Brooks Morrow is at first. Dampier swings at the next pitch from Higgins. It's a high fly ball out to right field. Bolton settles underneath it and gloves it down for the final out of the inning, but not before Anderson puts up 3 runs in the bottom of the first, helped by hits from Dom Bello and a couple of walks from Ryan Higgins. And when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network, we'll see if Carson-Newman can respond. Stay with us.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman trails the Trojans 3-0 after the bottom of the first, where a pair of walks from Adams Fawcett and Braden Harrison to lead off the inning would eventually be brought around by Dom Bellows. Line drive into right center, and then an overthrow by Cochran would bring him Bellow eventually. Been the energy guy for the Eagles, and he watches the first pitch from Owens that comes outside and low for strike one. Hit that bottom corner of the zone. Owens has been good so far. Has given up a line drive from Braxton Smith as Nathan chops one towards the shortstop in Morrow, and the long throw is made in time. Nathan was about 3 steps off the bag from beating that throw, but nonetheless, a 6-3 putout to get the inning going for the Trojans. They've got one away, and now Aiden Gibson, the third baseman, will get a look at Caleb Owens for the first time. Owens has made 4 starts this season, has given up just 2 earned runs in those starts, and the first pitch to Gibson misses high for ball 1. 21 strikeouts, including 10 against Tusculum, and they're in the win against Tusculum as Owens kicks and fires, and Gibson hits a hard ground ball to the shortstop Morrow. Another good throw, and that's 2 away early. 2 ground balls to shortstop, and Brooks Morrow getting his reps in over there between second and third. That brings up the Eagles shortstop, Jono Pierce, to face Owens. 2 runs for Owens, both of them earned in his 4 starts this season. The first pitch to Pierce misses high for ball 1. 21 strikeouts this season, and next pitch in on Pierce hits the inner half of the zone for strike 1. So 1-1 count for Jono Pierce with 2 outs on the board and nobody on. Threw 105 pitches in his 7 innings against Tusculum as Pierce fouls one back towards the parking lot, and that nearly hit a car. Have a perfect vantage point to where all the Anderson players have parked their car. That would have been a shame. 1-2 count for Pierce. Owens works quick. Kicks and fires, and it's a ball too far outside. Good take from Pierce there. That one was close. Makes it 2-2. Pierce, a transfer from Roan State. And the next pitch is off the inner part of his bat. It checks up in front of the first baseman, Dampier. But Owens traveling over there on time. Pitchers are athletes too, and he makes the 3rd out of the inning off weak contact to put the Eagles down in order. When we come back on the Eagles Sports Network, it's Riley Matthews, the 9-hitter in the Trojan lineup, and then we go back to the top, Adams Fawcett and Braden Harrison. When we come back.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network as we gear up for the bottom of the second. Anderson up 3-0 on Carson-Newman after their opening inning 3 runs, where Fawcett, Harrison, and Bello came around to score after Ryan Higgins, the Eagles starter, gave up 2 opening walks and then a line drive into right center field that would bring Fawcett into score. Braden Harrison would come into score off a wonky throw from Carson Cochran, trying to get him at third. And Riley Matthews, the second baseman, is the 9-hitter in this lineup. He'll face Higgins first here in the bottom of 2. First pitch from Higgins is a fastball that stamps the outside corner for strike 1. And Higgins trying to get back on the horse after 3 walks and a hit by pitch in the first inning. He had a strikeout in that inning as well to kick off a couple of outs. And the next pitch from Matthews is fouled up the right field side for strike 2. So Higgins ahead early here in this count against the 9-hitter in this lineup, Riley Matthews. Matthews, one of the lone freshmen on this team and in this lineup really this season. And the next pitch from Higgins is a little bit too high for ball 1. Matthews making his 6th start here in 2026, has played in 9 games and is a .389 hitter thus far this season. Great off-speed pitch from Higgins. Catches the freshman looking. And 1 away for Carson-Newman here as Higgins collects his 2nd strikeout and his 19th of the season. And that brings up Adams Fawcett, who is 0 for 0 today with just a walk. And the left fielder digging in from the left side. Second time he's seen Higgins, and the first pitch is high and away for ball 1. Fawcett, a .438 hitter this season for the Trojans. Has been more of a starter of recent. Next pitch hits low in the zone for strike 1. So 1-1 to Fawcett. 9 starts this season for the senior. 10 games that he's played in, and had a really good week last week as the 1-1 on the way. Hits low and away for strike 2. So 1-2 count, and Higgins has now been ahead in both of his counts in this inning after the 3 runs given up in the bottom of the first. Higgins takes the sign, stares him down, kicks and fires the 1-2, and he got him swinging. 2 strikeouts in a row for Ryan Higgins. So he's canceled out those 3 walks with 3 strikeouts.
Number 16, Braden Harrison.
And his 20th strikeout of the season there on Fawcett brings up Braden Harrison. Harrison, the redshirt junior from local here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. He stands at 6'4" in the right batter's box, and the first pitch from Higgins is a breaking ball that's framed well by Cochran, but home plate umpire doesn't like it. So 1-0 to Harrison. Harrison walked in his opening at bat and did come around to score after the wonky throw from Cochran on the pitch out from Higgins. And the next pitch is a breaking ball that misses. You can hear the Eagles fans unhappy about that one. Would have loved to see where that one hit on the track man. So make it 2-0. Even Higgins couldn't believe it. He looks at the umpire and he says, "What?" Next pitch is fouled back. Hit the netting there and makes it 2-1. So Higgins trying to find his groove here after the 3-run first. 2-1 on the way, and it's a soft little check swing that goes right into the glove of Higgins, and he underhand tosses it over to Floyd at first for the third out of the inning. So the Trojans go down in order, and Carson-Newman with a chance to get on top here in the top of the third. It's going to be Ryan Bolton, Carson Cochran, and Braxton Smith the top of the order when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is...
Ryan Bolton opens things up here with a ground ball to third base that puts the first out away for the Trojans. And we're here with you on the Eagles Sports Network. And the next pitch from Owens to Carson Cochran is a good fastball that stamps the upper outer corner and makes it strike one on Cochran. Anderson up 3-0 after their opening frame 3 runs, and since have been held scoreless. The next pitch to Cochran hits the same spot on the outside corner. So 0-2 now to the catcher, Cochran. Redshirt sophomore coming out of Franklin, Tennessee, takes the next pitch too far outside. A good take there, and makes it 1-2. Making his first real starts in a Carson-Newman uniform this season. He didn't start last season due to injury. And the next pitch is inside as Cochran nearly has to dodge out of the way and makes it 2-2. Has been the guy in this lineup that's been subject to sack bunts a lot, but nonetheless is 3 of 12 this year and is on base 40% of the time. Next pitch is a breaking ball that Cochran swings at. The first strikeout of the day for Caleb Owens comes in the form of a swinging strikeout to Carson Cochran. And that puts 2 away for Anderson. And now the top of the order, Braxton Smith, will come up to the plate after an opening inning line drive out to left field that got the leadoff runner away for the Eagles. And the first pitch to Smith in his second at bat is a strike, a good fastball from Owens. Next pitch is a sharp ground ball to third base. Denton gobbles it up, tosses it over to first base. Good throw from the third baseman, and that's another 1-2-3 inning, the second in a row for the Trojans and Caleb Owens. So Dom Bello, Levi Medford, and Miles Denton can get back to work for these Anderson bats when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Back here for the bottom of the third on the Eagles Sports Network, where Anderson leads the Eagles 3-0 in their opening game of a 3-game set here in South Carolina. Carson-Newman goes down in order in the top of the third, and now Ryan Higgins gets back to work for his third inning of work after an opening frame 3-run inning for Anderson. A couple of walks and a hit given up from Ryan Higgins, and then an error from Carson Cochran as well, were the plays to get the runs to the plate. And Dom Bello, the catcher, will kick things off here and face Higgins for the second time. He hit a line drive out to right center field in his first at-bat, and the first breaking ball from Higgins hits the mark for strike one. Higgins has been liking that slider in the last couple of innings. Worked really well for him in the bottom of two. 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking, and the next breaking ball misses inside on Bello, so make it 1-1. 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the second, 1 looking, 1 swinging, and then weak contact from the best hitter in this Trojan lineup in Braden Harrison. And the next pitch from Higgins. Clips the outer corner on the breaking ball, so 1-2 count as Higgins comes together and faces Bello again. He kicks and fires, and delivery is in the dirt here at Anderson Memorial. Full dirt field, full grass here in the Palmetto State, getting a little bit of better weather, so trying to take care of this. This 2-game set was, or this 3-game set, I should say, was pushed a day later due to weather that was going on here in the southern half of the United States. Lots of rain as Higgins delivers the 2-2, and it's right up the middle. It'll leak into center field past the diving John O. Pierce, and Dom Bello is 2 for 2 today. A line drive into right center field and a hard hit ground ball right up the middle to get him to first base. So that brings up Levi Medford, who reached on a walk in his first at bat. That was one of 4 freebies that Higgins has given up in this contest thus far. And Medford, the transfer from King University, has been a great addition as he dodges out of the way of an inside fastball from Higgins. So make it 1-0 on the grad student. Making his 15th start here in this first game against Carson-Newman. Did not play in one of the wins against Tusculum, but played in every other game as Cochran digs one out of the dirt to keep Bello at first base, and Medford will have a 2-0 count. Medford was 1 for 8 last week, and his lone hit was in the loss to Tusculum. The Trojans take 2 out of 3 from the Pioneers as Medford skies one high into the air. It's tracking out towards Bolton, and he moves in, dodges his eyes out of the sun, but makes the catch nonetheless. That'll keep Bello at first base and put one away for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the third. They've got Dom Bello at first base, and now Miles Denton, the third baseman, will step up to the dish for his second at bat. He struck out in his first at bat. That was Higgins' first, and kind of kicked off a slew of outs for the Trojans that would get Carson-Newman out of the bottom of the first. Medford digs in from the right side. He's got Bello at first base, and the first pitch from Higgins is a good fastball on the outer half for strike one. Carson-Newman men's and women's basketball kick off their senior days here on this Saturday afternoon, the final game of the regular season for the Eagles. And the next pitch to Denton is a line drive right up the middle. Braxton Smith tracks it over his left shoulder and gloves it down for the second out of the inning. So hard contact there by Denton, but Braxton Smith moving out towards the warning track and was nearly there to make that catch. But nonetheless, 2 away for Carson-Newman, and Dom Bello is still at first base, and that brings up Brooks Morrow, who was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. It was the first pitch of the at-bat, so he really hasn't seen much action from Higgins, nor knows what his pitches look like in the box. First pitch is a high fastball that stamps the upper half, so strike one on Morrow. Morrow, the senior, coming from Clemson, South Carolina. He stands at 6'3", and has been really good of late as he swings at this one, and it's a line drive that's going to drop in between Green and Smith. Green scoops it up. He tosses it in. Bello is at third base as a really hard hit ball from Brooks Morrow moves him around. And the senior is 1 for 1 today. Now Zach Stover, the center fielder who hit a sac fly in his first at bat, he has an RBI because of it, will be up to the dish. And that was a second pitch sac fly, so also hasn't seen too many from Higgins here in this ball game. Higgins takes a look at Bello at third and now delivers the first pitch to Stover, a good breaking ball that is on the mark outside. So strike one on Stover, and it's an 0-1 count with runners at the corners for the Trojans. 10 seconds on the pitch clock. Finally, Higgins fires, and the next pitch is an off speed that clips the low corner for strike two. So 0-2 count for Stover, and Higgins looking for the final out of the inning here. A strike would do it. Weak contact also. Morrow takes off, and Higgins makes the throw in time. Caught Brooks Morrow stealing. And that'll be the final out of the inning as Brooks Morrow is caught stealing at second base. And so Carson-Newman keeps things scoreless in the bottom of the third. They move to the top of the fourth, looking for their first runs of the ball game when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people.
Well, Caleb Owens has only thrown 33 pitches here as we move to the top of the fourth on the Eagles Sports Network. Brandon DeCrow with you for the two-game set today. Carson-Newman, a 9-inning game at first, and then a 7-inning game to round out this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the Palmetto State. In Maddox Green gets his second look at Owens. The first pitch to him is a strike right down Broadway. Green, a sac bunt in his first at bat to move Braxton Smith around to second, and he takes the next pitch and it stamps the outside corner for strike two. 2 strikes and no balls for Maddox Green. And the freshman trying to get on base. He's been really good at it. He swings an outside pitch, and it's softly to the shortstop in Morrow. Green nearly beat the throw out. He took a hard 90, but nonetheless the throw in time just by a hair from Morrow. It was a gun shot over to first base, and Maddox Green is the first out of the inning after a ground ball to the shortstop. Colton Evans, the DH now, will step up to the plate. Evans grounded out to second base in his first at bat. And the first pitch from Owens is too high for ball one. Evans was 3 for 6 last week. He did not play in game one as he swings and tosses his bat into the Eagles dugout. So that'll be strike one, and Evans just Bat just slipped right out of his hand. Kind of takes a look at his batting gloves and is like, what just happened there? Maybe going to go over and get some wax on the handle. And, man, that was a really interesting situation that just happened. Coach Grobe comes over and helps Evans out with the wax on his bat. Just flung it into his own dugout. Hard swing at that pitch, but nonetheless, he has a 1-1 count now. And is facing Owens for the second time here in the top of the fourth. Owens kicks and fires an off speed that's fouled back over the press box at Anderson Memorial and makes it 1-2. Next pitch is low and in the dirt. Bello a good job to knock it down. No runners threatening, just one out on the board for the Trojans. And Caleb Owens, who is coming off a 7-inning shutout of Tusculum just a week ago, as Evans fouls another one back. And we'll gear up for the fourth pitch of the at-bat. He has a 2-2 count. So make it 6 pitch, sorry. Owens kicks and fires, and the next pitch gets him on the inside fastball. No swing from Colton Evans on that one. And he'll walk back to the bench. Now Logan Floyd, who is 0 for 1 today, hit a ground ball to third base in his first at bat. Will look to continue his on-base streak that he's been building and building over the last 2 seasons. 48 games straight that the junior has been on base, and he's going to do it for a 49th as he hits a hard-line drive into right field into left field that's going to drop about 20 feet in front of Adams Fawcett, and Logan Floyd has the Eagles' second hit of the ball game with a line drive into left field. He's at first base. And now Cole Nathan has a chance to drive around Logan Floyd. Eagles working with 2 outs a lot, but have really struggled in terms of bringing runners into score, have left runners on base in just plethoras and large amounts every game. They leave 18 on base against Lenore-Rhine in the last SAC series that they play. And now Cole Nathan will step in with a 1-0 count. He fouls that one back, nearly hits me. Man, that would have been scary. And Nathan steps back in now with a 1-1 count. Logan Floyd is at first base after the first pitch single into left. And the next pitch from Owens is inside, a great spot from the pitcher as the wind starts to pick up here in Anderson. Owens, the sophomore, has settled in to college pitching nicely, and he gets Nathan swinging on the check swing. 2 strikeouts in the top of the fourth from Caleb Owens will negate Logan Floyd's single to put the Eagles down for the 4th consecutive inning with a 0 on the board. And now the Trojans offense can tack on a couple more here in the bottom of the 4th when we come back. It's Dampier, Matthews, and Fawcett. Stay with us on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Ryan Higgins back to work here in the bottom of the fourth, and he'll face Zach Stover as well as Dylan Dampier and Riley Matthews. 7-8-9 for the Trojans here in the bottom of the fourth. They lead the Eagles 3-0 after their 3-run opening frame, and Higgins a couple of free bases, but since has been lights out. First pitch is a good breaking ball that hits the lower half for strike one. Stover was previously at the plate when Brooks Morrow was caught stealing in the last inning, so he gets another shot, and he skies this one high into the air up the right field line. Logan Floyd is tracking it, and he kind of Michael Jackson's over his shoulder to make the catch, but nonetheless the first out away in foul territory off a fly ball to Logan Floyd. So Dylan Dampier, the first baseman, will step up to the dish. He hit a fly ball into right field in his first at bat to go 0-for-1 so far today. And the first pitch from Higgins, another breaking ball that hits the mark for strike one. Higgins leaning heavily on that slider right now. It's worked well, though, on these Trojan hitters. They were tracking the fastball really well in the early part of this game, and now Higgins has switched up the speed, and it seemed to work. Good movement as he goes to another off-speed pitch right on the black of the plate, but the umpire doesn't like it, and Dampier holds off for ball one. So a 1-1 count to Dylan Dampier. The junior transferred over from USC Sumter, and the next pitch is another breaking ball that escapes the glove of Cochran. It'll roll behind him for ball two. But otherwise, that had really good movement on it. Was tracking right through the plate. Cochran confirms with the umpire that was too far outside, and that's why he didn't make the call. 2-1 on the way from Higgins to Dampier. And it's another ball. This one too far outside. Went back to the fastball and missed. Carson-Newman is 8-6 so far this season, and 1-4 and 1-5, in sack play. And Higgins, the next pitch, a fastball on the upper half of the zone. That's strike two. So a full count coming up here for Dylan Dampier. Higgins with 3 strikeouts in this ball game, 20 on the season, and he looks for another one here. He'll get it. Dampier goes down looking. And 4 strikeouts for Ryan Higgins in the last 3 innings, trying to make up for the opening 3-run inning from the Trojans. Second looking strikeout from Higgins, and now Riley Matthews, who did have that looking strikeout in the bottom of the second, will watch the first pitch from Higgins, the tie and away for ball one. Matthews, the freshman, is 7 for 18 so far this season. Has hit 5 doubles, though, in his time. The next pitch from Higgins hits the mark outside. So 1-1 for Riley Matthews. And Higgins with 2 outs on the board, looking to keep things clean here in the bottom of 4. And another swinging strike on the breaking ball will make it 1-2. Higgins looking for strikeout number 5 here as he comes together. 1-2, kicks and fires. Just a bit outside from Higgins to make it 2-2. Off-speed pitches just trumping these Anderson bats right now. 2's all across for Higgins as he delivers, and it's swung through and missed. 2 strikeouts to put the Trojans down in order. And the Eagles have held the Trojans scoreless for the past 3. Looking to add a couple runs on of their own here as we move into the top of the 5th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Aiden Gibson leads things off for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th. Carson-Newman is down 3-0 against Anderson in this first game of a 3-game sack set. And Gibson swings on the first pitch. It's a high fly ball out to left center or right center field, but Harrison is underneath it for the first out of the inning. But a first pitch swing from Aiden Gibson there after Ryan Higgins sat his last 2 batters down in forms of strikeouts, one looking, one swinging. And Caleb Owens has 3 strikeouts of his own as he kicks and fires the first pitch to Jono Pierce, and it's too far outside for ball 1.
Here, Jono.
Pierce chops at the second one, and it's driven foul for strike 1. So 1-1 count with 1 out on the board for Pierce. Owens has been really good and kept things scoreless through 4, and the next pitch misses high from the sophomore. Fastball that hits the zone outside for a 2-2 count. And Owens, who's thrown 48 pitches through 4 innings, looks to keep it clean. Breaking ball nearly gets Pierce on the check swing, but he doesn't go. So make it a full count for Jono Pierce. He hit a soft little ground ball to the first baseman in his first at bat and swings at this one. It's elevated out towards right field, curling towards the right field line, and eventually will drop foul in front of Harrison. He was about 5 steps off it from making the catch. So Pierce will step back in with a full count. Jono, who transferred over from Roane State, he was really good in his time in community college, but right now hitting 179 and one of 2 regular starters for the Eagles that is hitting below 200. This one is a soft little blooper that drops in front of Denton, and he misthrows it. It takes 2 hops to get to Dampier and nearly goes into the Trojan dugout. But Bello was hauling over there to get behind Dampier, but Jono Pierce is at first base thanks to the throwing error from Miles Denton at third. It was a soft little blooper that hit the infield grass. It was really on a direct trajectory towards Brooks Morrow, but Denton stepped in front of him to try and make the play. He had a good angle of attack, just didn't make the throw in time, and Pierce with speed at first base, probably putting pressure on Denton there. And now Ryan Bolton has a runner aboard for the first time in this ball game. The first pitch from Owens is a strike to make it 0-1 on Bolton. Eagles are 1-5 in sack play after a series sweep from LR at home. The next pitch from Owens. Good fastball outside to make it 0-2 on the right fielder, Bolton. Hit a ground ball to third base in his first at bat. So is 0 for 1 today. And trying to help Carson-Newman to a better sack record. They were projected third in the sack preseason poll. Owens says, "How you doing?" to Pierce over there at first base. And goes back to work on Bolton with an 0-2 count. Only win that the Eagles have in forms of conference wins, as the next pitch on the way to Bolton is fouled up the right field side. That'll keep things 0-2. Just one win against LMU in their 3-game set. That was the first opening sack weekend where Carson-Newman had to go on the road to play LMU. They steal one of a 3-game series and then get swept by LR at home just last week. And earlier in the week, on Tuesday, drop a non-conference match to Lee, a 9-2 decision there. And Bolton steps back into the right batter's box with an 0-2 count. Owens is ready to go. Bolton steps back in. 0-2 on the way with Pierce at first. He takes off, and the throw from Bello is not in time. John O. Pierce has a stolen base here to move himself into scoring position. The pitch from Owens was too far outside, so a 1-2 count on Bolton. And John O. Pierce with 2 stolen bases. He's one of multiple Eagles with that mark here in 2026. Bolton getting the start in right field today. Bradley Soto Diaz out with illness for this contest. The junior native to Knoxville, Tennessee, not going too far from home to play baseball for the Eagles. Carson-Newman in their road grays today with the navy lettering, orange accents, and the 1-2 is cut on and missed by Bolton. But no, he did not go. Home plate umpire checks Ryan Bolton. He didn't break the plane, so Bolton will get another chance with a 2-2 count. Bolton is 5 for 18 this season. The 2-2 is a hardline drive over the head of a jumping Denton at third base. Pierce is making a hard turn around third base, and that'll be the Eagles' opening run as Bolton scorpions into second. He is out there. The dirt so sticky after the rain that we've received this past week, but nonetheless, Bolton out as he tries to extend what was probably a single into a double. But he'll pick up an RBI there as John O. Pierce comes around to score. And Carson Cochran now is working with empty bases and 2 outs. Good hit from Bolton there, and the next pitch to Cochran is a ball too far outside. Cochran struck out in his first at bat, and he swings at this pitch, fans through it. So make it 1-1 for the catcher in Cochran. Sophomore is hitting .250 thus far this season, and 3 for 13 on the year. Next pitch from Owens. Nicks the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 count to Carson Cochran. Breaking ball doesn't go. Make it 2-2 with 2 outs on the board for the sophomore catcher. Has been the subject of a lot of sack bunts this season as the 9-hitter in this lineup. And the next pitch is in the dirt from Owens in the other batter's box. 3-2 count for Carson Cochran. has been so good behind the dish for the Eagles. A really great arm from the sophomore catcher. And the payoff pitch is lined up the right field side, but will get over the fencing. So still full count for Cochran. Eagles down 3-1 as Cochran fans through the next pitch. So a second strikeout for the sophomore and the fourth strikeout of the day for Caleb Owens. When we come back on the Eagles Sports Network, the Trojans try to respond. They've got the top of the order in Fawcett, Harrison, and Bello, 1, 2, 3. When we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Carson-Newman back to work on defense, and they'll have to face 1, 2, 3 in the Anderson lineup after they put up a singular run in the top of the fifth. So a 3-1 ball game here from Anderson Memorial Field. And Ryan Higgins back to the mound for his fifth inning of work. He gave up 3 in the first frame, 4 freebies to go along with a single that brought a runner into score and an error as well that would help a runner come in. But nonetheless has been lights out in his last 3 frames, and he goes back to the breaking ball and strike 1 on Adams Fawcett, who is facing Higgins for the 3rd time in this ball game. He is 0 for 1 today, a strikeout in his last at bat, but reached base in his first at bat off of one of those freebies that Higgins did give up in form of the walk, and the next pitch to him is elevated out towards left field. Maddox Green takes a couple steps to his right-hand side and makes the catch for out number 1. So Fawcett now 0 for 2 today, and Ryan Higgins has this game's most improvement award after the first frame where he let up 3. 67 pitches from the senior pitcher, and he fires another breaking ball inside, misses the mark on Harrison. Harrison is 0 for 1 today as well. Reached on a walk in the first inning and eventually came around to score. And the next pitch from Higgins is another breaking ball, but it gets away from him, leaks into the other batter's box. So make it 2-0 for Ryan Higgins to Braden Harrison. Harrison, the junior from Spartanburg, swings at this next pitch, and it's on a line out towards the right field line. He jacked it over the wall, and that'll match the Eagles' run that they put up in the top of the 5th to extend the Eagles' deficit to 3. They're down 4-1 after the solo shot from Braden Harrison, and a team leading 4 home runs for the redshirt junior as he's greeted by his teammates back in the dugout. And Ryan Higgins, his first home run that he's given up this season, the first home run that he's given up since April 27th of 2024. Enjoy that one, Braden Harrison. That doesn't happen too often on the Eagles starting pitcher. And the next pitch to Dom Bello is a hard ground ball to Aiden Gibson, who makes the throw in time. So 2 away for Carson-Newman. And the Trojans just fired up. This team can hit home runs. That is for sure. Harrison showing that one on full display after the solo shot. 2 outs on the board for Levi Medford, who is 0 for 1 today. Also reached base on a walk, though, and has walked in 6 straight games. The first pitch from Higgins is a breaking ball that hits his spot for strike 1. Higgins wiggles his glove and goes to the 0-1, kicks and fires, and it's swung on and missed. Good pitch from Higgins off speed. Makes it 0-2. Anderson up 4-1. Carson-Newman scores a run in the top of the 5th. Anderson responds off of the Harrison solo shot here in the bottom of 5. And Levi Medford trying to keep the party going. Higgins, the 0-2, misses outside. Medford a fly ball out to right field in his last at bat. Walked in his first at bat. Higgins fires. It's a line drive out to left field. Maddox Green charges in and snags it for out number 3. So Carson-Newman scores one in the top of 5. Anderson responds with the solo shot from Braden Harrison to make it a 4-1 ball game. And we'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Caleb Owens back to work for inning number 6. He went 7 against Tusculum in his last appearance through a complete game shutout, and has not done that to Carson-Newman. They score a run in the top of the 5th, but nonetheless, trying to get back to work on the Anderson starter. This pitching staff for the Trojans has been so good this season and has supported this offense well. That's done work for this pitching staff. And the first pitch to Braxton Smith, the leadoff hitter in this Carson-Newman lineup, is a fastball way too far outside for ball number 1. Smith is 1 for 2 today, hit a line drive out to left field in his first at bat. And the next pitch from Owens hits the outside corner for strike 1. So 1-1 count to Braxton Smith. Sophomore hitting leadoff, and he chops one up the third base line. It leaks foul. So 1-2 count for Smith. This pitching staff, though, so good this season for Anderson. 3 shutouts for the Trojans through the first 15 games of the season, and have the best strikeout to walk ratio in the SAC at 2.68. And have shown that thus far through 6 innings this afternoon. 4 strikeouts for Caleb Owens, no freebies. And the next pitch to Smith is fouled off, and lucky enough it escapes the glove of Don Bello behind the dish. So it's going to stay 1-2. Just one run for the Eagles coming in the top of the 5th after Jono Pierce reached on a throwing error, and the 1-2 to Smith is hit hard into right center field, but Harrison is comfortable in his spot to make the catch. So one away now for the Trojans defense, and Maddox Green looks to get on base for the first time this afternoon. A ground ball to shortstop in his last at-bat that sat him down, and then a sac bunt in his first at-bat to move Braxton Smith into scoring position. He hits one hard up the middle, and Maddox Green will be on first base after the single into center field. The freshman has been so good at getting on base this season, owns one of the highest on-base percentages for the Eagles this year. 47% of the time the freshman is reaching base, and pretty remarkable that he's been able to make the adjustment after playing the whole fall with the Carson-Newman football team. Colton Evans now works with a runner at first base, and the first pitch from Owens looks like it's a little too high, but nonetheless the breaking ball clips the top half of the zone for strike one on Evans. Owens checks Green at first, nearly got him there. That was scary. And now Owens will return to work on Evans with an 0-1 count. Evans is 0 for 2 today, and Owens back to Green at first base. A strikeout for Colton Evans looking in his last at-bat in the top of the 4th. And Maddox Green is safe for the 3rd time over there at first base. It was a close one. Bullet of a throw from Owens as he takes another look at Green, who's about 5 steps off first base. Just trying him to go. Owens goes back to Evans, and he hits a hard fly ball out to right center field. It's right in between Harrison and Stover, and Harrison calls off Stover to make the catch. The second out he's put away here in the top of the 6th. And the Trojans with 2 outs and working with a runner on first base, but now Logan Floyd, who is 1 for 2 today, will step up to the dish. A line drive out to left field in his last at-bat. And the junior all-sac first baseman trying to do what he's done all season. 5th in the sack in batting average, and he watches the first pitch from Owens, a good fastball that Floyd watches go by for strike one. So an 0-1 count, and Logan Floyd steps back in. Also leads this team in on-base percentage, and the next pitch from Owens is in the dirt. A good pick from Bello. He fires over to Green at first base. Maddox Green gets stuck in the dirt, diving back to first. And the 3rd out of the inning is off a pickoff at Maddox Green at first base. A good job by Bello to make the heads-up play, and we'll head into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Ryan Higgins back here in the bottom of the 6th of a doubleheader of Game 1 against the Anderson Trojans. Checking in with you on the Eagles Sports Network, Randy DeCrow, with you for this 2-game set, and back tomorrow for the 3rd game of this series. That'll be played Sunday at 1, and this one being moved as Higgins throws the first pitch to Miles Denton, and it's a hard hit ball into left field that Maddox Green gets to a knee to scoop up, and Denton takes advantage of the first pitch from Higgins to put himself on base for the first time this afternoon.
Number 7, Brooks Morrow.
Brooks Morrow, the shortstop, now has a chance with a runner on base, and he is 1 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, one of 4 freebies Ryan Higgins gave up in the bottom of the first inning, and hit a line drive in left center in his last at bat. Good off speed from Higgins hits the mark for strike 1 on Morrow. Wind switching directions here pretty much constantly, but as of right now is blowing from right to left. Miles Denton at first base, and Higgins goes inside on Morrow, but misses the zone. So a 1-1 count to Brooks Morrow, the shortstop. Anderson has one of the best offenses in the SAC right now. Has scored 19 or more runs in 4 of their first 15 games this season. And as Higgins will just check on this season, and only one of those games was not at home. So loving their home ball field. And the next pitch from Higgins, good breaking ball that comes all the way across the plate for strike 2. Higgins with 5 strikeouts, gave up the solo shot in the bottom of the 5th to Braden Harrison, and this one is hit hard into the left center gap, but Braxton Smith puts the wheels on and gets over there in time to make the catch. So 1 away now for Carson-Newman, and Zach Stover, the center fielder, who is 0 for 2 today, make that 0 for 1. Sack fly in his first at bat. Hit a fly ball to Logan Floyd that was caught in foul territory last time around. This is his 3rd look at Higgins. Higgins over to Denton at first. Stover hits a hard ground ball to John O. Pierce, who turns and fires to Cole Nathan. They'll get the leadoff runner before Nathan can turn the double play, though. Stover using his speed to not even let Nathan have the option to throw over there, not risk the throw. So Zach Stover reaches on the fielder's choice. Miles Denton is out at second. There's 2 away for Carson-Newman, and Dylan Dampier will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today, struck out looking in his last at bat. Higgins fires the first pitch. It bounces 3 times to Pierce. He bobbles it off the heel of his glove, but it goes right into his bare hand, where he can chuck it over to Logan Floyd at first. And Carson-Newman gets out of the bottom of the 6th unscathed. We'll see if Ryan Higgins comes back in the bottom of the 7th. But for now, we'll look forward to Logan Floyd, Cole Nathan, and Aiden Gibson when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Well, Caleb Owens, in his second start this season, looks to extend to a 7th for the second time in as many games and has done a good job so far. Just one run for Carson-Newman as we move into the top of the 7th, and it's Logan Floyd, the Eagles' first baseman, who fouls off the first pitch from Owens for strike one. Maddox Green was picked off at first base when Logan Floyd was at the plate, so he gets another chance here at Owens. Floyd is 1 for 2 today, hit a line drive out to left field in his last at-bat, and the next pitch is a really good off-speed that hits the lower corner of the square for strike two. Action in the Eagles bullpen. Curious to see if Ryan Higgins will come back. And the next pitch on the way to Floyd. He watches it go by, and the umpire loves it for strikeout number 5 from Caleb Owens. And not a guy that strikes out too often, Logan Floyd. So a good one there from the sophomore starter. His second looking strikeout of the day, and he faces Cole Nathan now. First pitch bounces in front of Dom Bello behind the plate. Uses his chest to keep it in front of him, and it's a 1-0 count to the second baseman in Nathan. He fouls that pitch back, so make it 1-1. Nathan is 0 for 2 today, a ground ball to shortstop in his first at-bat and a strikeout in his last at-bat. This is his third look at Caleb Owens here in the top of the 7th, I should say. Next pitch, off speed, top of the zone. For strike 2. And Owens looking for his 6th strikeout of the day. Nathan fouls that one back to keep it 1-2. Owens has made now just 4 starts throughout his career with Anderson, and the next pitch to Nathan bounces in front of Bello and any other batter's box, so a 2-2 count. 17 appearances last season as a freshman, has made now 5 appearances here in 2026, and a 7-inning shutout of Tusculum in his last game. The sophomore gained so much confidence, but Cole Nathan ripping one up the middle, a hard ground ball that will put him on base for the first time this afternoon, and he'll collect the Eagles' 5th hit of the day. And now Aiden Gibson can step up with a runner aboard and just one out on the board, the only one coming from the Logan Floyd strikeout. Aiden Gibson, the senior captain, coming out of Cleveland, Tennessee. And they're going to say a balk or a pitch clock violation. Looks like a balk from Caleb Owens will put a ball on the board. And he has some words for the officials about that one. So 1 ball and no strikes to Aiden Gibson with Cole Nathan at first base. Nathan has been known to steal a bag or 2 in his day. And Gibson, he's coming off a pretty good week against Lenore Ryan, and he dodges out of the way of a breaking ball from Owens. So make it 2-0 here for Gibson with Cole Nathan at first. 1 out for the Anderson defense, and Bello wants a conversation with his pitcher. He got pretty fired up about that balk call, And now PJ Zachi will come out to have a conversation with his whole entire infield here. Carson-Newman's offense has been pretty good this season. They've put up runs in every game that they've played. Just one shutout that they've experienced, that was against LMU in what was a complete pitch-off. But nonetheless, have just put up one run here in the top of the 7th inning, but have a runner on base and look to threaten. Trying to improve their sack mark right now. We're swept by LR at home last weekend. Left a lot of runners on base and just couldn't find the hits when they had runners in scoring position. But Aiden Gibson was one of those guys that came up big for Carson-Newman in this last week. He swings at the first pitch, or the second pitch, I should say, that he's seen from Owens in this at-bat and fouls it back. That first pitch was a balk, so it's a 2-1 count to Gibson. Gibson 3 for 10 last week against LR and Lee, and he check swings at the next pitch. Doesn't even get his bat all the way around, but it's a strike nonetheless, so a 2-2 count. The Anderson fans loving that one. All three of Gibson's hits were in Game 2 against Lenoir-Rhyne. That one included a double, his first of the season, as Owens goes over to Nathan at first base. The Eagles having to adjust to playing on dirt. They play on turf so often. Have played at turf all of last week, and I've seen a couple times just runners get stuck in the dirt as they're trying to take extra bases. 2-2 on the way. Owens kicks and fires. It's too high. So make it full for the senior third baseman. Gibson is 0 for 2 today. Hit a fly ball out to right field in his last at-bat. Has been increasing his walk volume too, but he swings at this pitch, and it's out towards center field. Stover has to move in to make the catch, and Nathan will hold up at first. So 2 away for the Anderson defense after the Gibson fly out to center. And Jono Pierce, the shortstop, who is the lone run for Carson-Newman. Actually, no, the Eagles will pinch hit for Pierce here. They're going to bring in number 10, Evan Mutter, who's seen some time in the infield for a Carson-Newman offense, who's been kind of slow to the bats in these initial innings. We're so good at the start of the season at putting up runs early in the ballgame, getting on top early, but finding some late inning troubles in terms of tacking on runs on the board. Cole Nathan is at first base, and Evan Mutter checks in for his first at bat. He chops one to the second baseman. It takes 3 hops, and Matthews makes the play at first base in time, and that'll be the end of the inning as we check off until the bottom of the 7th, where Riley Matthews, Adams Fawcett, and Braden Harrison will go to work on the next Eagles pitcher when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
So Ryan Higgins will step off the mound after 6 good innings of work. The opening frame that included 4 free bases and 3 runs for the Trojans, but after that was pretty much lights out for the Eagles, 5 strikeouts in those 5 innings that he worked. And now Alec Wilson, the freshman right-hander from Baxter, Tennessee, will get to work on these Trojan hitters. Carson-Newman trying to find a couple of relievers here in this midway point in the season. Have a couple of relievers who are out with injury, and so Alec Wilson has seen a good amount of time for Carson-Newman and has been a multi-inning reliever for the Eagles here this season. Has made 4 appearances, thrown 11 innings, and that includes a win against Tusculum on the 7th of February. And he'll have to face Riley Matthews first and foremost. Wilson kicks and fires. The first pitch is a really good breaking ball that gets Matthews way too early. And it's an 0-1 count to the second baseman. Matthews is 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts for the freshman. The next pitch from Wilson is low in the dirt for ball 1. Evan Mutter is at third base. Aiden Gibson moves over to shortstop. So Carson-Newman pulling John O'Pierce from that shortstop position after they pinch hit for him. The next pitch from Wilson misses high for ball 2. So a 1-2 count on Riley Matthews. Fastball, slider, and changeup in the arsenal for Alec Wilson. A couple more as well. And the next pitch is an off-speed that hits the mark outside. So make it 2-2 for Riley Matthews. Wilson comes together. The freshman kicks and fires. It's a breaking ball that's hit hard out to right field. Ryan Bolton is backpedaling. It clips off the top of his glove and will roll all the way out to the warning track. Matthews is making his way around third, and he'll be held up, but he definitely could have maybe attempted home. And Riley Matthews has a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the 7th. The freshman, who has 5 doubles this season, uses his speed to get over to third base and collects his first triple of his Anderson career. Puts himself in prime scoring position with the top of the order due up for Anderson. Driving towards first base, Nathan gave Matthews a look at third, but nonetheless he makes the play over to Floyd for the first out of the inning. That will be a hit for Riley Matthews, a triple to right field. So no error there for Ryan Bolton. Came off the top of his glove, and Carson Cochran will go out to have a conversation with his freshman reliever. He stands at 6'2" and throws from the right side. Has thrown multiple innings in 3 games this season. Went 1 1/3 against Lee. Just a few days ago, gave up 3 hits and 3 runs, all of them earned, and a walk as well with no strikeouts. Throws in the mid-80s, and now Tom Griffin will bring in his whole infield to have a conversation. And just checking in, trying to calm everyone down. The Eagles down 4-1 right now in this opening game of a 3-game set. Ryan Higgins throws 6 innings, gives up 3 runs in the bottom of the 1st, and then the solo shot from Braden Harrison in the bottom of the 5th. That accounts for all of Anderson's runs. Carson-Newman put up a run in the top of the 5th before that Harrison home run. And they are down 4-1 right now, looking to pick up their 2nd sack win of the season. Have just not been able to put hits together when it matters, and they're going to intentionally walk Braden Harrison to put runners on the corners. Harrison, in his last at-bat, did hit that home run, so potentially a strategic choice there from Tom Griffin. And that brings up the catcher, Dom Bello. Bello, not much of a better hitting option to pitch to for Wilson. First breaking ball, though, hits the mark for strike 1. Bello is 2 for 3 today. A line drive into right center field in his first at bat. Hard ground ball up the middle in his second. And is only out of the day. The only time he hasn't reached base was a ground ball to Aiden Gibson in the bottom of the 5th. The next pitch from Wilson misses high for ball 1. Wilson comes together. He's got 1 out on the board and runners at the corners. Next pitch is a breaking ball that's floated into shallow right field. Bolton is charging in. He makes the grab like a bucket catch and throws into Cochran. Oh, man, that was a beautiful throw. And that's going to keep Riley Matthews seated at third base. Great throw there from Ryan Bolton to keep runners where they are. Braden Harrison will stay at first base after he was intentionally walked. And now 2 outs on the board for Carson-Newman with Levi Medford, the DH, at the dish. He's 0 for 2 today. Did reach in his first at bat on a walk. And the breaking ball from Wilson is pure, so strike 1 to Medford. Medford hit a line drive out to left field in his last at bat. And is trying to reach base for the first time. He's got a runner in scoring position as he hits one into the left center gap. It's all the way out to the wall. It takes 1 hop before it hits the bottom of the wall. Matthews is in to score. Harrison comes all the way around. Long throw from Aiden Gibson is not in time and way off the mark from Cochran. And my goodness, that was a hard hit ball from Levi Medford. A double with 2 RBIs there for the senior. And that's his 3rd double of the season. He now has 17 RBIs. That's 2nd on this Trojan team. Now Miles Denton, the third baseman, faces Wilson for the first time, and Wilson goes back to the breaking ball. It's a good one for strike 1. So Anderson tacks on 2 more here in this bottom of the 7th. They are now up 6-1 on Carson-Newman. 7 hits with 6 runs to show for it, and the next pitch from Wilson misses inside on the off speed. Runner on second in Levi Medford, the DH. And this one is fouled back towards the parking lot here at Anderson Memorial. So 1-2 count for Miles Denton. Denton is 1 for 3 today. Hit a line drive out to left field in his last at bat, but then was caught stealing to end the inning. And Wilson back to the breaking ball, just barely misses on that one. So 2s all across the board. Two outs on the board for Carson-Newman. Runner at second base, and the 2-2 is cut on and skied high into the air. It's curling up towards the left field wall and into the Eagles bullpen. It's out of play, so it'll stay 2-2. But Denton looking for his 6th pitch of the at-bat here. Anderson, this offense just tacking on runs on runs on runs. After last season, they were 24-25 and 11-19 in conference play. 2-4 in conference play so far as Denton fouls that next pitch off. So make it pitch number 7 coming up here in this at-bat. Wilson, a good job to get ahead, trying to win the battle here. But this offense has just been tacking on runs everywhere and anywhere. 22 runs in their first game against King, and that really kick-started a run. They put up a school record 30 against Davis and Elkins as Denton lofts one out towards right field. Bolton is moving, tries to slide in foul territory to make the catch. Cole Nathan was tracking it as well, and nobody will make the catch. So another pitch coming up here for Denton. 30 runs in game one against Davis and Elkins. That was a school record in terms of runs scored. They end up beating Davis and Elkins 30-6 in that game, and they sweep the series after they put up 10 in the next game, 19 in the game after that. Have just been menaces on offense. Their first sack series, they were swept by Newberry here at home, though. And that included a shutout in game 3 as Wilson gets him to swing. No, did not. Check swing on the breaking ball. And it'll stay. No, it'll go to 3-2 here. Full count for Miles Denton. Denton, the junior, a good job to hold off and be disciplined here. Wilson delivers the 3-2, and it's cut on and missed. Wilson picks up his first strikeout of the day and ends the inning, but not before Anderson tacks on 2 more and makes it a 6-1 ball game. Carson-Newman is down by 5 as we move into the top of the 8th when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, where Ryan Bolton will lead things off here in the top of the first for Carson-Newman. And Caleb Owens back for inning number 8 of work here. And the first pitch to Bolton hits the mark outside for strike 1. The right fielder is 1 for 2 today. Hit a line drive out to left field in his last at bat. He waves through the next pitch from Owens. That fastball still sizzling here in the top of the 8th. Second game in as many games that Owens has gone 7 and now looking to extend for more as Bolton fouls one back towards the parking lot. And it'll stay 0-2 here for the right fielder. Has yet to strike out here today. But Owens has 5 against this Carson-Newman lineup so far in this ball game. Eagles are down 6-1 here in the top of the 8th, and the next pitch from Owens misses on the breaking ball too far outside. Has been loving the fastball, but struggling to find the zone with the breaking ball. Owens stays outside. It's a little too far. He's thrown 92 pitches here in the top of the 8th. Threw 105 against Tusculum in his 7-inning shutout. So he's been efficient against Carson-Newman, more efficient than he was against Tusculum, and he comes over the top on a fastball. Ryan Bolton strikes it out to center field, and It is caught by Zach Stover for the first out of the inning. Eagles down by 5 here with 1 out for Anderson, and that'll bring up a pinch hitter for Carson-Newman. They're going to bring in Matt Bishop, the freshman, to come in and pinch hit for Carson Cochran, the catcher. Cochran had recorded 2 strikeouts before Bishop now comes in to pinch hit for him. The Eagles pinch hit Evan Mutter in the top of the 7th, and Owens fires a fastball to the outside corner for strike 1 on Bishop. He takes the first pitch and now probably has the go-ahead from Tom Griffin. Next pitch is a hard ground ball that's gobbled up by Matthews and slung over to first base, where Dampier has to make sure he touched the base. And that'll be out number 2 away. Matt Bishop goes down on a ground ball to second base. And now Braxton Smith, the Eagles' leadoff hitter, will step up. He's 1 for 3 today. He's only hit a line drive into left field in his first at-bat. Otherwise, flew out to right. The first pitch from Owens to Smith in his 4th look at him is a ball inside. Smith watches the next pitch too, and it's a good take, as that one was just a little too bit outside. Owens continuing to work his pitch count up, and he's working quick, kicks and fires. Smith, a dribbler to the shortstop Morrow, and the throw is in time to sit the Eagles down in order. So Anderson has kept the Eagles scoreless for 7 out of the 8 innings they have played, and now can tack on a couple more runs here in the bottom of the 8th, and we'll see if they can do it. Come back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Alec Wilson is back on the mound and ready to go here. For his second inning of work, he let up 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Anderson leads by a score of 6-1. And he'll face Brooks Morrow, first here in the bottom of the 8th. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that stamps the zone for strike 1 on Morrow. Morrow is 1 for 2 today. Hit a line drive out to left center in his second at bat. That was on the bottom of the 3rd. But then was caught stealing. And it's his only hit of the day. But looks like he's going to get another one here as he ropes one up the left field line. It's past the glove of a diving Mutter. Maddox Green trying to make a good throw in to Cole Nathan at second base. But it is in time. So Brooks Morrow has his first double of the day, second hit of the day for the shortstop. He was caught stealing in his third at bat, but nonetheless his second hit of the day. He is the second Trojan with multiple hits in this contest. Now Zach Stover fouls the first pitch back from Wilson for strike one. So Morrow, the shortstop, is at second base. Zach Stover, the center fielder, now up to the plate. Stover is 0 for 2 today. Sack flying his first at bat, so he does have an RBI here, and he squares around for the bunt. That's going to move Morrow over to third base, and a good throw by Jacob Rogers, who came in to catch after Cochran had hit for. So defensive change there for the Eagles, and Logan Floyd makes the catch first. So one away for Carson-Newman. Brooks Morrow is at third base, and Zach Stover goes down on the sack bunt. Brings up Dylan Dampier. Dampier's 0 for 3 today. Ground ball to shortstop in his last battle. Also has a strikeout as Rogers has to move quickly for a fastball from Wilson that's outside and low for ball one. Dampier hits one high into the air. It's only in the infield, and Aiden Gibson waves off Evan Mutter to make the catch. Gibson had moved over to shortstop in the last inning. Mutter came in to play third base, but there's two for Alec Wilson. Gets the weak contact to Aiden Gibson, and now Anderson is trying not to strain another runner in scoring position. They did that in the last inning with Levi Medford, who was at first, and the pitch to Riley Matthews is fouled off the first baseline. Words aren't always my forte. Next pitch from Wilson is too far outside. It's on the inner part of the left batter's box for ball one. Next pitch from Wilson, a good off speed that hits the mark outside. Makes it 1-2. The freshman pitcher battling with the freshman hitter. Check swing. Yes, he did. And Wilson has his second strikeout of the day on a really good breaking ball outside. So that'll put Anderson down scoreless, and Carson-Newman has one more chance. They've got three outs to work with to tack on 5 here as we move into the top of the ninth. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Well, Caleb Owens looks to get 3 more outs against these Eagles hitters, and the pitch to Maddox Green is a strike to start things out on the right foot. Owens looking to go all 9 for Anderson. Man, what a start this would be. And the next pitch is a good breaking ball that hits the outside corner. An absolute pitching showcase from the sophomore Owens. And he fires another off speed that's too high off the upper part of the zone. So 1-2 count for Maddox Green had thrown 103 pitches coming in to this top of the ninth inning. Needs just 3 more outs to collect Another win for Anderson in this season, and Green swings hard at one, fouls it back over the fans here at Anderson Memorial. So it'll keep things 1-2. Owens has pitched a decision in each of his four appearances here in 2026. A win against King on the 3rd of February, a win against Augusta, and a win against Tusculum. The only one lost to Newberry through two innings against the Wolves. Let up a hit, two strikeouts, but a triple. And he collects the loss there. Correction, check that. He's only had two wins this season. Statistics fooling me with the win-loss. They were talking win-loss for the team there. And the next pitch to Green is in the dirt in the left batter's box. So make it 2-2 for Owens. Conversation with his pitcher from PJ Zochi as Green fouls another one back, and it nearly hits a fan here. Sitting in the seated part of the stands. So six pitches in this at-bat for Maddox Green. Green is 1 for 2 today. Hit a line drive to center field in his last at-bat. And Owens kicks and fires. Green, a soft little blooper that's going to fall in shallow right field and check up nicely. Kind of looked like a golf shot as he kind of just only swung halfway through it. It was just enough to put the ball in play. So Maddox Green, second time in a row, is on base safely. And he has two of the Eagles' five hits in this contest. Colton Evans will step in, and it looks like that's going to be the end of Caleb Owens' day. But man, you go eight full innings for your club. Throw 103 pitches, face 28 batters, and collect five strikeouts along the way, let up just one run. And the Trojans will bring in a reliever. But man, what an outing from the sophomore. In his second start this season. 8 full innings, and Zochi will relieve him of his duties. And we'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network to find out who the new arm is when we come back.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
First pitch to Colt Evans from the new arm for the Tropicans in Carson-Roberts is a strike. So one strike and no balls on Evans. The situation that Roberts is stepping into is there is no outs on the board. Maddox Green is at first base. And now Roberts fires this one too far inside on Evans, so 1-1 count. But Roberts just 3 outs away from collecting this first game win in this doubleheader here on a beautiful Saturday in Anderson. And Roberts misses low this time. It gets past the catcher Bello, but I think the umpire's foot kept that one from getting anywhere. So Maddox Green will hold up at first base. It's 2-1 for Colton Evans. Evans is 0-3 today. Flew out to right field in his last at-bat. And trying to move Maddox Green around. He skies one. It's moving out towards left center field. And Fawcett waves off Stover to make the catch in left. So Maddox Green will stay at first base. And the first out of the inning for Carson-Roberts is a fly out to right field. Caleb Owens throwing 103 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned, but no walks. And now Logan Floyd will step in with a runner on base. The first pitch from Roberts too far outside on the all-sack first baseman. Eagles have just one run on the board. They're down 5 right now. Trying to tack on some. And a good pitch there. They got Floyd swinging at the high cheese, but he lays off successfully, so make it 2-0. Eagles put up one run in the top of the fifth. John O'Pierce the one to come around and score. And the 2-0 on the way nearly hits Floyd in the head. He dodges out of the way just in time to make it 3-0. This Anderson pitching staff is one of the best in the conference in terms of strikeouts and walks and their ratio there. And the next pitch is a strike to Floyd. He tossed his bat, thought he was going to take his base, but instead left to stand in for at least one more. So hitters count Logan Floyd with Maddox Green at first base. The Eagles have 2 outs to work with to tack on 5 runs, try and tie up this ball game and send it into extras. The next pitch from Roberts misses outside, and that's the first walk given up here in 8 full innings for Anderson. And J.J. Zochi wants a conversation with Carson-Roberts. This Anderson pitching staff has the best strikeout to walk ratio in the sack. They've only walked on average 3 batters per game throughout the season. And Carson-Newman steals one there. That's their first freebie in general of the ball game after Caleb Owens just spun a gem here in the Saturday showcase. Went for 7 innings, shut out Tusculum, and goes for 8 against Carson-Newman with just 1 run. And now Carson-Roberts can return to work. Roberts will have to face Cole Nathan, and Maddox Green is now at second base after the Logan Floyd walk. The Trojans 2 outs away from winning this ball game. Roberts has made 3 appearances here in 2026. Thrown 5 1/3. Pitch to Nathan is a strike on the upper half of the zone. Nathan is 1 for 3 today. Hit a ground ball up the middle in his last at bat to pick up one of the Eagles' hits. The Eagles have 7 hits with just 1 run to show for it. Haven't been able to string them together. They've just come in bursts as Nathan fouls one back. First strike 2. In his 3 appearances here in 2026, Roberts, the freshman, has given up just two hits and two runs. Six strikeouts to go along with it. Roberts delivers the 0-2, and it's too high for ball one on Nathan. Runners are first and second, just one away for the Trojans. Carson-Newman has left a runner on base three times throughout this ball game. Have just not really had the opportunity to score runs with hits coming in bursts. And Nathan fouls one back to stay alive. So make it 1-2 still. And Cole Nathan, the all-sack second baseman last season. Aiden Gibson calls him the energy guy. And what a time this would be to bring some energy to your squad. 1-2 on the way, and Nathan moves off. That one outside and low. To make it 2-2. Nathan was 2 for 13 last week. With hits on the bookend games of the week, and the next pitch from Roberts too far outside again on the fastball. So a full count Cole Nathan. Nathan leads this team with 11 walks. He's got a full count. And Roberts delivers. Nathan hits one hard up the left field line, man. That would have been out of here if it was about 50 feet. More right. Straight pull from Nathan, but it'll keep it a full count. Pitch number 8 coming up here. Roberts kicks and fires, and Nathan hits one hard up the left field line. It curls foul again. Good contact, though. Nathan just a tad early on that one. Here comes pitch number 9. It's in the dirt. Cole Nathan will take his base. That pitch getting past Don Bello. And the second walk in a row will load the bags for Carson-Newman here, trying him out. A late game comeback. They've got one out on the board. And now Aiden Gibson can have the opportunity to play hero here with the bases loaded. The senior captain probably been in a circumstance like this or two before. He's one of the most experienced bats in the Eagles lineup. Has been a 4-year starter for Carson-Newman. Seen some struggles early this season, but nonetheless is one of Coach Griffin's captain selections for a reason. Six career home runs for the third baseman. His teammates in the Carson-Newman dugout great Nathan with high fives. Looks like that's going to be the end of Carson-Roberts' day after 2 walks. He will sit down and we'll bring in a new arm for the Trojans. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network to find out who it is when we come back.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Aiden Gibson meanders his way up to the plate to face the new reliever for the Trojans. Caleb Owens goes 8 innings. Carson Roberts comes in, gives up 2 walks to load the bases after Maddox Green's leadoff single. And now Godwin has to step in against the senior captain with the bases juiced and one out on the board. The first pitch from Godwin misses outside for ball 1 on Gibson. Godwin throwing from the right side. Carson-Newman trying to take advantage with runners in scoring position. And the next pitch hits the mark for strike 1 on Gibson. Eagles are down 6-1 right now here in the top of the 9th. Two more outs from the Trojans means an opening game win and their third sack win of the season as Godwin fires and Gibson skies this one. It's moving towards the shallow part of the infield, and Matthews will make the catch where the dirt meets the grass for the second out of the inning. Gibson leads this team in sack flies, but he won't get one there. All the runners stay where they are. It's Cole Nathan at first base and Logan Floyd at second. Both of them walk to reach. And Maddox Green hit a line drive into right field to put himself aboard. He now stands at third base. Godwin is making his fifth appearance here in 2026. Let up just 3 hits in his appearances this season. No runs yet to be let across for the freshman out of Greenwood. Stands at 5'11" and throw from the right side to the pinch hitter for the Eagles. First pitch misses high. And the next pitch too far outside. Kylan Hornbuckle stepping in pinch hit for the Eagles. And he's working with a 2-0 count and the base is juiced. Next pitch comes right down Broadway for strike 1 on Hornbuckle. So they pinch hit for Evan Mutter, who would come in to play third base. Who would come in for Jono Pierce in the lineup. And the next pitch to Hornbuckle is swung on and missed. It skips past the glove of Bello behind the plate. And Luke Godwin is one out away, one pitch away from ending this ball game. And Anderson picking up an opening doubleheader win. Godwin comes together, the 2-2, Hornbuckle waves through one, and Anderson picks up the win in the first game of the series here in South Carolina. Carson-Newman, they put 7 hits on the board, but just one run to show for it, just not stringing them together when it really mattered. And man, what a gem from Caleb Owens in his start. He goes 8 full innings with 6 hits, just one run let across, and no walks, 5 strikeouts. Carson Roberts comes in, 2 walks. Luke Godwin comes in to finish the job. Ryan Higgins doing a good job as well. He throws 6 full frames. The second time this season that he's done that. And the fourth time this season that he's thrown 5 or more. But after 3 runs in the first inning, a couple of them coming due to walks and 3 bases. He bounces back with 5 strikeouts throughout the remainder of the frames. Alex Wilson comes in the bottom of the 7th. Lets up a couple hits, but nonetheless, just 2 runs to show for it. And the Carson-Newman bats just can't get going. This Anderson pitching staff doing a good job of keeping their bullpen contained. And we have one more coming up here. Colton Kaysen, the D2 baseball preseason All-American, will be the starter on the mound for Carson-Newman. And the Eagles trying to get out of a slump. Now have lost 5 in a row. They moved to 8-7 on the season, 1 and 6 sack play, whereas Anderson improves to 12-4 and 3-4 in sack play. I'll be with you for the second game of this series when we come back here on the Eagles Sports Network. But stay tuned for game 2, and we'll give you a check-in while we're at it as to the other games that are going on in Carson-Newman land. Women's basketball is down right now, 68-49. To Ryan on their senior day, and the Eagles looking to pick up a big win there against the Bears, who have done such a good job, undefeated through the last couple of months, and they have just been so good, and the Eagles trying to improve their ranking in the regional standings. Mike Mincy's squad they hit a little skid, and they're now down 73-55 to the Bears. Eagles shooting 37% from the floor right now. LR shooting 51% from the floor. Carson-Newman men's basketball due up after that. Carson-Newman softball earlier today beat Davidson Elkins 11-4. They're currently in the bottom of the third against Lincoln, Pennsylvania, and they're down 2-1. So if you want, go tune into my friend Matt Scalzo. He's also on the Eagles Sports Network, and you can catch his call while we wait for this game 2 of the doubleheader. Thank you for listening. We'll be right back for game 2.